The historic Pima County Courthouse in downtown Tucson is beginning a new chapter. After a $32 million renovation, the iconic property has transformed into a dazzling destination for science, education, and tourism.
It's fantastic, and I see something every day that's a little more inspiring for that particular time.
Eric Fritz is the director of the University of Arizona Alfie Norville Gem and Mineral Museum. It opened its doors to the public on July 19th. The museum's 3 galleries encompass about 12,000 square feet. That's 3 times the space compared to its previous home in the basement of the Flandreau Science Center on the U of A campus.
I think throughout the years, planning and making changes, and then when you actually build out the space, and it is pretty much exactly as we all envisioned, from the early renderings to what we have today, really a fantastic evolution.
It looks like you're pretty excited.
We are very excited.
They are also thrilled on the north side of the property, where the Southern Arizona Heritage and Visitor Center opened its doors a few months ago. Diane Frisch is the Director of Attractions and Tourism for Pima County.
We have about 7,500 square feet, and it really is a starting point for people when they come to Pima County. Where should I go? What should I do? How do I get some information? So they found they can come here and really see the lay of the land and maybe even find out about things they weren't aware of.
Such as dining options, outdoor exploration and recreation spots, and cultural or educational opportunities.
I love the desert, the mountains, everything. I love so much about Tucson, the culture. I love all of it.
Tucsonan Marlene Young is exploring southern Arizona with her 16-year-old nephew from Ohio. James Bartolovich came to visit this summer after missing out in 2020.
This is about my 4th year here. I couldn't come down last year because of COVID, unfortunately, but I was lucky that I got on the plane this year and got to see her.
It put a stop on everything last year for everyone. So we kind of held back doing so many things. So this year we're just relieved that there's some normalcy back in our lives and able to get out there and explore like we used to.
Spending from both local and out-of-state visitors like Marlene and James are significant to the state's economy. According to Arizona's Office of Tourism, in 2019, the state welcomed nearly 47 million visitors who collectively spent around $26 billion. In 2020, however, the numbers dropped by half in some sectors, such as air travel. Along with the loss of nearly 34,000 tourism-related jobs, Arizona's travel economy plummeted to about $15 billion. Looking ahead, the state hopes to gain some ground this fall. Governor Doug Ducey recently announced a new Visit Arizona initiative with more than $100 million from the American Rescue Plan. Dan Gibson is with Visit Tucson, the former Convention and Visitors Bureau.
The great thing about that money right off the bat is that it's going to marketing Arizona as a whole. Arizona does not have the state tourism budget that, say, a California or Florida does. And so there is a little bit of an arms race of getting ads out there and letting people know that they're wanted in a space, right?
Diane Frisch again from Pima County.
How you qualify, what all the rules are, that's what we're waiting for. And that will be out in July 30th.
And while the money is a welcome bonus, experts say for the industry to really take off, it needs to restore business travelers, conventions, and visitors from Mexico and Canada. But non-essential travel restrictions at the border remain in effect.
They come, they stay, they visit, they shop. Until we can get that border back open again, that'll make a big difference.
Dan Gibson says conditions have improved with increased vaccination rates and other measures, but the path to full recovery remains uncertain. Will people feel comfortable in big groups again? And what about the virus variants?
2022 will still be a transition year. I mean, I think there isn't really an analog for the pandemic, but I think the economic crises of 2008, 2009, it took years. I mean, it will take some time to really fully rebuild. We're planning for a pretty full gem show. There's 50 vendors already signed up for it, but will people from Germany be able to get here for it? Like, that's a real question we don't know the answer to yet.
The Alfie Norville Gem and Mineral Museum doesn't know yet either, but it looks forward to collaborating with the gem shows and other organizations.